right, let's do it. Top 13 time.
All right.
Number 2, we're going to talk about more covers today.
This is number 3. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Big Chunky today. It's Top 13 Thursday. Ooh!
Oh, yeah.
This time it's your turn.
We're going to figure out who just made the list.
Ooh. That's a good shirt for this.
I have my Chris Jericho, who just made the list. T-shirt that I bought in Orlando, Florida during WrestleMania. The only one I've ever been to with my daughter and my boy Joe.
Yeah.
So we're going to do some lists today.
Yeah, dude.
Well, we're going to do one list.
No, yeah, just one.
And just like the last one that I did with Jim Sturenko,
yeah,
we've got this awesome thing going on in the world now where artists are going to CGC and doing private in-house signings. So we're going to try to sneak into the deadline here.
Sure.
We're going to do one with what I think is one of the most underrated artists, at least in my generation.
Okay.
Children of the 80s and the 90s grew up with some of these iconic covers. And at least I didn't pay attention. I was like, who drew this? And I knew who wrote the stories, and I liked Spider-Man. I wasn't into like the artist back in the day, but I really should have been. Because this dude here is underrated.
So I'm going to have just about no basis off the top of my head.
On this guy?
On this guy.
You're going in raw, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I think I am. Because at least on Jim Sturenko, I've met him a couple times. He got intimate with us at his booth.
Yeah.
So I have a little bit of a basis for Jim Sturenko, but
he is very intimate.
Yeah. He'll touch you on your shoulder.
I had to take the morning after pill.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going into this raw. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty cool list.
Yeah.
So the Jim Sturenko, you're talking about 60s books, 70s books, like classic, iconic, a lot of value there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Not a whole lot of value in Mike Zeck. So if you don't know, Mike Zeck, like I said, is doing a private in-house signing. We have until August the 3rd to submit books. So we've got like 2.5 weeks
Get 'em in.
as of the recording of this. So hopefully you guys see this and you have some suggestions to send some books in. So
it'll be about 2 weeks by the time I put this out.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
So these are the top 13 books that I personally would send in for various reasons. And
so you have a little bit of them down here, but the rest of them I'm gonna look up the covers for them just so I can have some kind of basis. And of course I'll put them up on the screen for you guys.
I don't have as many as I would like.
That's fine.
But oh well. And we're gonna start right now.
All right, let's do it.
Top 13.
Let's do it. Number 13. What do we got?
Because again, fuck 10.
You're so against 10.
I'm so against it. So
it's your favorite album.
Okay, it is. All right, I digress. Number 13 on the list is Logan's Run number 6.
Logan's Run number 6.
Why wouldn't it be?
I've got that up here.
So we've got Logan's Run number 6. For all you comic nerds out there, you'll know that the significance of this is not Logan's Run, a licensed property by Marvel back in the day.
I don't know.
It was like a TV show or a movie. I don't know. One of those goofy things. So they did the comic book adaptation. But in the back of this comic book here was a story that was drawn by Mike Zeck.
That's cool.
And so the cover is not by Mike Zeck, but the reason to send this in is because there is some value to it. This is the very first ever Thanos solo story.
Oh,
so
okay.
He popped up
that's
in
a big
some
deal.
stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
But this is the first time he ever had his thing. So there's like a 6 or 8 page story or whatever it is in the back. Mike Zeck drew that. So this is definitely, it has to be on the list, although it's not a Mike Zeck cover. It's not one of those iconic things that you see all over the place. But has a very important story, and he drew it. Number 12, we're going to go right into it.
Yeah, do number 12.
Something, again, I don't have.
Boo.
Listen, it's Snake Eyes on a cover. Mike Zeck did a whole lot of G.I. Joe, so I wanted to put one of these on the list. The one I chose for one reason only is this is a very specific version of G.I. Joe number 63. 63.
Yes. Number 63.
As you will see in the bottom left corner, what's it say?
Distributed by So Much Fun
So Much
Inc.
Fun. So this is a version of issue number 63 that was only included with toys in certain toy stores. So this was one of those deals that was in the back up against the card.
Yeah, okay.
With certain toys.
Okay, that's
so
cool.
This is a very rare variant of that issue. And because of the nature of how it was distributed, very difficult to find in good shape.
Yeah, no kidding.
So if you got one of these in good shape, send it in to CGC by all means.
And Mike Zeck did this cover?
Mike Zeck did it.
Okay.
I said he did a lot of G.I. Joe, a lot of cool G.I. Joe. I didn't want to throw too many of those on here. So I wanted to pick one, though. So that's the one. The So Much Fun variant is what they call it. G.I. Joe number 63.
Number 11.
Number 11 is my personal favorite cover of the Secret Wars run. Secret Wars number 10. Of course, Mike Zeck and John Beatty did all of the covers for Secret Wars. And here we go.
Oh, you have it here.
The first one.
Your copy looks infinitely better than this picture.
This is a beautiful copy.
Yeah, it is. Wow.
It is autographed by Mike Zeck and John Beatty. Got him autographed last year in Louisville.
That's cool.
So again, that's just, I mean, that's Dr. Doom. Ravaged.
I need to get more into Dr. Doom.
Beyonder.
I need to read some of that.
My favorite Dr. Doom cover of all time. My favorite cover in the run. It's getting to the point where it's starting to gain a little value, but you're not gonna pay off any mortgages with it. But I don't think so. But if you get that in a high grade 9.8, it's a gorgeous book.
Cool. I like it.
Number 10 on the list.
Yep.
It was, again, he did a handful of Batman comics. So I'm like, I've got to throw one of the Batmans on there. So I chose Batman number 417, which is the first appearance of KG Beast. First part of the classic story, 10 Nights of the Beast. So this is the beginning of a really classic story. The first appearance of one of the minor villains of Batman, but a first appearance of a villain nonetheless. So
KG Beast.
KG Beast.
Is that a Russian agent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
All right, continue.
Of course. So again, it's got a little value to it. Would be worth it to send it into CGC, and I think it's a cool little Batman
I like
swinging over a cityscape.
What year is this?
Shoot, I don't know. I would say 87ish.
The design looks a little bit older.
It might be
for 87.
Yeah, it might be. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Anyway,
don't take that.
It's Batman, so I had to throw a Batman on the list.
Yeah, that's cool. I like the.
I was trying to put some variety into this list as much as I could.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right,
I like it. Number 10.
Speaking of variety, maybe the thing that
Number 9
Mike Zeck is most noted for was his Captain America run. He did a whole big run of them.
Cool.
A lot of classic covers. There's going to be a few on this list, and I had to fight to actually knock a few off just to get some variety. So the first one on the list at number 9 is Cap number 323.
Mm-hmm.
Is that awesome 25th anniversary cover that Marvel did across the board? And so that, like, it's gorgeous. I love the border with all the characters.
Yeah, that's cool. Did they do that for, like, did they have this pretty much like the same design for all the comics? Yeah. Just have a portrait?
Just a portrait, yep.
That's cool. I like that.
I want to get
That's
them all.
That's a good idea. It's better than the fucking on sale Wednesday cover that they're doing right now.
Don't talk about it.
Worst. I'm sorry, continue.
So, no, it's a cool cover. But it does have significance as well. It is the first appearance of Johnny Walker, I believe, as U.S. agent. Or, no, that's later. He's Super Patriot.
Super Patriot.
Yes.
Wow.
So Johnny Walker, as you may or may not know, is going to be the new Captain America in the Falcon and Winter Soldier show coming up. So this is
really
his first appearance in the iteration before he becomes U.S. agent.
Okay.
So, again, got a little value to it, and I just love, these covers are perfect for autographs. I've got Walt Simonson's.
Awesome. This is a great cover.
Walt Simonson did the Thor. Walt Simonson did the Daredevil. I've got both of those, waiting to get his name slapped on them.
That's cool.
There's a cool G.I. Joe one with the snake eyes. I don't think that was Mike Zeck, though it could have been. But anyway, love those covers. So as many of those as I can get autographed, I will.
All right, number 8.
Number 8. This one made its way on the list.
That's an interesting one.
Somehow it made its way on the list. I did this list initially a couple weeks ago and didn't make it.
Okay.
But
what made you rethink it?
In my second version of the list, trying to throw again some more variety into it, I went ahead and threw this on. This is Deathstroke the Terminator. Number 1. Deathstroke is a popular character in DC. This is, I believe, his first solo title ever. It is somewhat of an iconic cover. It's a great cover. I never got into Deathstroke. I never got into DC, but it's a pretty cool cover, and you can't go wrong with Deathstroke. He's a cool character. I know that now.
That's fair. I don't know anything about Deathstroke.
I didn't know it then. So threw it on the list.
Either way, yeah, it's a nice
Beautiful
cover.
cover.
Yeah.
Nice one. Awesome to get a name slapped up on there.
Sure.
And again, it's got a little bit of value. I mean, it's $15, $20 book.
Yeah.
High grade, so
it's a cool cover.
I
mean, I wouldn't buy it. But,
it'd be worth it to send.
I don't know anything about it.
I'd buy it for $10 if I can find it.
That's fair.
All right.
Number 7.
Back to Secret Wars, and we're going with the OG issue number 1.
Nice.
This one almost didn't make the list either, but then I looked at it and I was like, this has to make the list.
Man, come on, man. How are you not going to put this on the list? It has every character.
When you're talking, because from this point on to the number 1, we're talking about the iconic part of his run.
Okay.
And this starts it all. I mean, that's, dude, Secret Wars number 1, everybody and their mom on the cover, running in at you.
Absolutely.
They use this image for posters and magazines and previews and everything. You just can't go wrong with it. It's awesome. It began what may be the next big Infinity Saga level event happening in the MCU. Might be Secret Wars.
I feel like that'd be really cool. Now that they have the rights to Fantastic Four and X-Men. And
this one's already got some value behind it, some dollars underneath of it, but I think it's still got room to grow. So it'd be an awesome one to send in, again, to CGC, high grade, but it's just from an iconic level. This one's a must.
Cool.
So there you go. That's number 7.
All right. What we got? Number 6.
Yes. This one isn't so much iconic, although...
Say what you will.
I love it.
I know, man.
Number 6, Silver Surfer Black, numero uno.
Mm-hmm.
This is the 1 in 100 variant.
I love Silver Surfer Black.
1 in 100 variant, hidden gem variant.
Yeah. It's cool.
I loved it. I think, to me, this is maybe the most underrated, undervalued book on the list. It sells for way under ratio. Meaning like if it's a 1 in 100, you would expect it to be closer to the $100 mark.
Sure.
You can get this book all day long for $30-$40.
Really?
Raw.
That's cool.
Which is, again, it's about half of what the ratio typically is. But I
wonder why.
And that's fine. The market dictates what they want.
Sure.
There's other covers in this run more valuable, more desired. But this is, from the number 1 issue, the most scarce copy, I believe, of the number 1 issue. And it's just one of those series that I think as the years go by, it's going to gain more and more steam. It's going to be more and more important. People are going to realize more and more just what happened in this series. It's going to be one of those timeless series.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can get a 1 in 100 variant from the first issue, grab it. And if you can send it in the CGC and get yourself a 9.8 with Mike Zeck's name on it, do that as well. I shot my wad.
Yes.
I had it autographed by Mike Zeck and Donnie Cates before I could send it anywhere, but oh well.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. I'm not a big signature series guy anyway. This probably would have been a 9.8 candidate if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it's a nice cover. I
might
love that cover.
I might send this into CBCS and try to get a verified signature on it and hope for a 9.8.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
We might do that and do a little unboxing on the video to see how it goes.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think I might do that.
Do it.
Hold me to it.
Do you have
number 6?
Do you have all of the Mike Zeck variants covers?
As far as I know, this is the only one.
Oh, that's the only one you have.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you got variant covers for pretty much every issue that you got.
They were the Ron Lim cover Bs.
Ron Lim. Okay, gotcha.
All
right. Number 5.
Top 5.
Ooh.
Again, we're talking iconic.
Yeah.
Captain America. I've got this autograph by Mike Zeck and John Beatty as well. This happened in Louisville. High grade, I will say.
Tell them what it is.
There's some solid value to this one. We're talking, of course, about Captain America Annual.
Giant size annual. Yes.
Number 8. So again, iconic cover, classic cover. I like the art style of this one. It's a little different.
Definitely.
It's the famous battle between Wolverine and Captain America. Again, iconic cover.
Wolverine is angry all the time.
He's mad.
He's angry all the time.
He's so mad, and I don't know why. I mean, he was only like a 200-year-old mutant that everybody hates and was experimented on forever and ever. I mean, he's so pissed off.
I don't know why.
Get over it. He needs to get over it.
He does, yeah.
He needs medication.
I agree. Either way.
Anyway, awesome cover. This is one of those that, again, I got a couple autographs on it. Those dark backgrounds aren't like great for autographs.
No,
but this is a
Especially when there's a lot going on.
I got a good deal on this. This is one of those things that could sell for 30, 40, 50 bucks in the right grade at the right time. I paid like $7 or $8 for this, and then had it autographed the next week. All right, what's next?
Number 4.
Number 4, I don't have it.
You don't have it?
Don't have any of them. We're talking about Punisher number 1, the limited series. This is the first time Punisher ever had his own title.
Okay.
I believe it was 1986.
I don't know.
So
you tell me.
He had a mini series, and then he had an ongoing series right after it. So this was number 1 from the mini series, all classic covers. That's cool. I chose 1, and 1 being issue number 1. I don't have it again, but it is awesome. It's on posters. He's got prints. There's T-shirts of this image. This is an iconic Punisher issue for that reason alone, that it's an awesome cover. But again, because it's the first ever Punisher title. So again,
that's cool.
Got some value. And here's the cool thing about it. If you guys didn't know, you'll read the top of that for me. What does it say?
Number 1 in a 4-issue limited series.
That would lead you to believe that there is a 4-issue miniseries on its way.
Yeah. So
issue number 1 says that, and issue number 2 says number 2 in a 4 limited series, and then issue 3 says number 3 in a 4-issue limited series, and then issue 4 says number 4 in a 4, and then issue 5 says number 5 in a 5-issue limited series, because it was always a 5-issue series, and they messed up on the first 4 of them.
They messed up on the first 4 issues?
It was like, hey, there's a 5th issue.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's just kind of one of those.
That's ridiculous. You can brush that off if it was just on the first printing of the first issue, but if it was on the first 4 issues, that's bad.
I believe it was.
That's bad.
I think it was, but anyway, it's one of those cool little things that happens every once in a while. Little printing errors.
Wow.
Like they misspelled Elektra's name on her first appearance on the cover. Some of those goofy things. Got just one of those little tidbits to throw in, but anyway, number 4 on the list.
Number 4. Who would have thunk it?
Number 3 on the list.
That's an awesome cover.
Probably the most iconic of all the Captain America covers, and that is issue, was it 332?
Yep.
Captain America No More.
That's cool.
Don't have it. Classic issue, classic cover during a very popular and classic storyline, and aesthetically, when we're talking about CGC,
it's super autographable.
It just will look gorgeous.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
Of all the books that I'm going to get signed by him, that's number 1 on the list. I don't have it. I'm ashamed of myself for not having it.
Is it expensive?
No, it's $5-10 bucks.
Buy it.
It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. It hasn't happened yet.
Okay. All right.
But I will. So gorgeous cover, iconic, not as iconic as number 2 on the list.
This is number 2. I thought it was 3. Maybe I was counting.
That was 3.
That was 3.
Okay. It is not as iconic as number 2.
All right, number 2
on the list, which I have here, which is also
yes,
the most valuable book on the list. Secret Wars.
Yeah. I'm familiar with this one.
Secret Wars number 8.
Yeah, doing the jazz hands.
Has been mocked. Has been. Has been
come on, man! It's
over and over. There's a new comic. I think it's one of the new Secret Wars series that has come out where they do an homage to this cover, but it's Miles Morales doing his jazz hands. Anyway, besides that, listen, this is the money book in the Secret Wars series.
Yeah, it is.
This is the money book when it comes to the black costume, first appearance of it, all that fun stuff. Obvious CGC candidate with or without a signature, but if you've got the chance now to go ahead and get a signature series on this one, do it.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. Mine, of course, is autographed. Yep, at the bottom by Mike Zeck. Oh, yeah. It is. I mean, it's just a no-brainer. It's a classic issue.
Yeah, I love this cover.
Several different reasons. The red background, whatever.
Yeah, it probably is. This hard to find in good condition with that red background. I feel like the red would fade.
There's plenty of them.
Okay.
There's some fading for sure. You can get a nice, crisp, clean, color-wise. Yeah. There's definitely. I've seen some pink ones. Yeah. I've seen some orangish looking ones.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So if you can get a deep red, like mine's pretty good. Yeah, pretty good color.
Oh yeah, that looks good. That was really good. Cool. All right, what we got?
So anyway,
number 1.
That is number 2. Number 1, we're staying with the Spider-Man theme.
Spider-Man theme.
My favorite Spider-Man cover of all time, which takes place during.
Man, I love this.
One of, if not the best, Spider-Man story, and that is, of course, Web of Spider-Man, number 32, Kraven's Last Hunt, part 4.
Yes.
Yeah. So here we are. Poor Spidey has just been buried alive by Kraven, and he is, in true Spider-Man fashion, just dug himself out of the grave, literally this time.
That he do.
And just, I mean, I can't say enough about the cover. The gravestone in the background, the rain coming down, Spidey in his black costume struggling to rip himself out of the. He's got revenge to get on this dude.
Sure do.
He doesn't know this yet, but Kraven has been posing as him while he's been in the grave.
That
ruining his good goddamn name.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But my favorite Spider-Man cover of all time. It's a classic. It's iconic. It's one of those comics that if I can get 2, 3, 4 multiple copies of it and high grade and for a good enough price, I'll stack up on this because I think this is one of those things that's just going to keep creeping up as time goes on as one of the iconic classic covers in Spider-Man lore. So my lord, if you can get a high grade, again, dark background, this is going to be a tough one to get in higher grade, a little tougher.
Well, I think it's probably easier than the big red background.
Maybe.
It's not super dark. There's a lot of gray in there.
Maybe.
Either way.
But
no, yeah, I've always loved this cover.
And I have Bob McLeod, Mike Zeck, and J.M. DeMatteis, the writer, all autographed on this one, as well as the other 5 issues of Kraven's Last Hunt. So I got the trio. I got the triple sig.
Awesome. All right,
but not CGC.
That's a solid list.
Yes. So cool, awesome 80s classic stuff on there.
Yeah.
Some newer stuff as well. A big variety going from G.I. Joe to Secret Wars to Captain America, some Batman.
Yeah, G.I. Joe I didn't expect to be on here.
Silver Surfer.
Or Logan's Run, whatever.
Logan's Run, baby.
Is. Wow.
First Thanos story.
Yeah, that's weird.
So there you go.
But
cool
yeah,
list.
cool. Yeah, awesome variety. I like it.
That's
and
it.
God, some of these covers I just love. Silver Surfer Black. Everybody needs to read Silver Surfer Black, no matter what kind of cover variant you get.
Yep.
But of course, that was our, what was it? Third top 13. Jesus, I can't talk.
Third top 13.
Top 13. Yes.
Yes.
So let us know what you think down below about his list of what comic books you should send to CGC. Maybe possibly get sent to Mike Zeck to have him autographed and verified.
Well, that's the whole purpose of it, yes.
Maybe, if you get it in within the next 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. You have 2 weeks to
August
do this.
3rd.
Yes. It's cool. I like the list. Let us know what you think about the list down below in the comment section. Leave the video a like if you liked it. Subscribe for more content like this, and we'll see you on the next one.